they can see me.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
how are you out there? Hello, Internet.
Oh, Mark's on a roll tonight.
Yes.
So he is full of.
Well, after last time, I want to give people more of what they wanted. You're welcome.
This is what I live with.
It's actually not true. I'm a total introvert. So,
He is. I feel bad that I pull him on these things.
I feel bad too. So
But he's supporting my. Oh, that's hot.
yeah.
He's supporting my my art habit. No, art habit.
Like it's a drug habit. There's going to be an intervention soon. Yeah.
My art career. So he's going to do this out of the kindness of his heart. We're just going to give it a minute, see who jumps on. So guys,
3 people.
I see a few people. Listen, if you're watching and let me know what's, stop it. Stare at the camera. I mean, if you're watching, let me know what city you're watching from. Even it's from Buffalo or Lockport or Wilson. We're from Wilson. So how is everybody's Labor Day? Oh, the dogs are chasing my cat.
That seems fine.
It should, guys.
That'll be okay.
Guys, Chloe, come here. Hope everybody's Labor Day weekend was awesome. Ours was, but we didn't do anything. We have, if you watched my videos earlier, our house is in a complete mess.
Good to see you.
Paint,
Yeah.
everywhere. We have torn apart my art studio, repainted it, and we're building a drawing desk, a huge drawing desk. So anyway, I don't expect a whole lot of people on tonight. So we can probably, because it's Labor Day. And, school's starting this week.
Suckers.
Parker, how you feeling about school starting? Oh, moms, dads, drop me a little emoji on how you feel about school, right?
There we go. Yeah,
Hi, Gary. Hi, everybody. Oh, everybody kind of came up at once.
Hello,
so sorry we're boring you.
It's weird. It still says there's only 3 people.
I know. It does that all the time. I'm not sure why. So
Facebook is horrible.
are you guys here? I will put my emoji of how I feel about school. Do they have a dancing one?
Yeah, octopus.
Okay, we'll do the
Yeah,
octopus.
that's good. That's totally, there you go. We
Yeah.
feel like octopus.
I feel like an octopus that school is
Dancing
starting.
around.
Actually, I'm not ready for school to start, honestly. I am not ready to be that mom yet. I have thoroughly enjoyed the relaxation of summer. So in the past, I've always wanted school to start, but I am not ready this time. Plus, Parker has been a huge help to me this summer with marketing, with being my photo model for the children's book, and doing all kinds of things. So I'm going to miss that. He's been a big help. Ready? This
For
is
what?
midnight.
Oh, this is midnight. Hi, everybody.
Midnight. My
So I'm
studio.
going to ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the question I was going to ask you?
What is your question? What is Mark's question?
I should go talk to my wife all week just so I can have something to talk about.
It's true.
It's great because it gives me an excuse, really. So
He hates when I ask him to have like Talking Thursday or Talking
yeah,
Tuesday.
let's not have talk.
Really?
at
He
all.
rolls his eyes. Really?
No, it's great because Nicole's a real extrovert. You guys probably know that.
I'm not, actually.
Well, compared to me.
Compared to you, I am.
It's good.
Yeah.
Takes all the pressure of like trying to come up with something to talk about in the conversation. So that's good. What was I going to ask you? You guys can hear me all right today, I'm assuming?
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear Mark. That was the big complaint last time. Nobody could hear
It was
Mark.
quiet. Nobody wants to hear me. I
No,
realize.
he mumbles
So
terribly.
that's true.
He's speaking clearer tonight.
I'm trying to project. Use my
we got-
Joe Chili radio voice.
Joe.
Um,
We got thumbs up. So.
all right, good. So, what were you going to say? Okay.
No, Cam, I'm not sure. So, not sure who that is.
Hello from England.
England. Well, hello
Across
from
the
England.
pond. Nice.
Nice to have you.
Excellent.
Okay, so go ahead. What is your question?
My question. So I was wondering, we've had a conversation the other day, and I'll bring it up here again.
Uh-oh. Some of these things are private. You know that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. Those conversations we'll save for the other channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
The better channel.
the secret channel.
The secret channel. Thank you, Steven. His name is Midnight.
Yeah, we put your really original name.
Some weather dude. Kim, I don't know.
Hello, other dude.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So what was I saying?
We're getting
Okay,
distracted.
so we are. Well, that's what happens.
I know.
You'll be in the middle of flow watching your live, like, oh, hi, Brandon. How you doing?
But I do like to see
Hey, Joe.
everybody. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
I know we
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, so we were talking about your different styles that you have. And it's weird to talk to the camera instead of talking to you. So,
No, you should talk to the camera. Let's
Okay.
talk to the peoples.
but I'm
The
asking
folks.
you the question.
Oh,
so
I was
it's
telling
weird.
them about, well, folks got to go the other day. I was
Yeah.
telling about our first therapist.
That's great.
No, I told him that
That's really what I wanted to
No,
know.
I told him that we go to the therapist like still for years now to communicate well with each other. And I think everybody should go. And then I was like, but if you tell your spouse that, don't tell them it came from me
Yeah, no.
because I don't need hate mail.
No.
Anyway, I was telling about our first guy who was like, well, folks, got like totally emotional moment. And he's like, well, folks, gotta go. Sorry
That
about
was
your
you
trouble.
people. All right.
Anyway, sorry. Okay.
All right.
So, question. Go back to
So-
the question.
All right. We talked about how you are still mastering, I'll say, watercolor.
Well, I'm still learning watercolor. Yes. Not even
put
master.
it in a nice way.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Close.
Whereas, like recently this week, you had a picture of a dog that you finished, and it was incredible. It was so incredible that when you were dropping it off to the client, and she's not paying me to say this, when you were dropping it off to the client at the coffee shop, somebody came up and said, "Oh, that's a really cute picture of a dog because it's so good." It
A
looks like
photo.
photograph,
They thought it was
right?
a photo. Mhm.
And so that's awesome, right?
Yes.
Whereas your watercolor stuff, I mean, obviously,
Guys,
pardon the
no,
reach.
Everybody
So-
loves
no,
my
I'm not-
baby
This is
deer.
beautiful. It's not photorealistic, but it's beautiful.
No, but it's fun.
No, I know. And obviously, your watercolors are better than anything I could do. Probably better than a lot of your followers could do. I am bald.
He is. He shaved his head a
Yes,
couple
this is
weeks ago
I
now.
opted in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
So, my watercolor.
your watercolor, and while you have certainly won awards for your watercolor, I've noticed that in the last N shows, I don't know, most of the shows that you've gone on, you haven't really submitted a pencil piece to be juried. You always go with watercolor. So I think that's weird.
Is that your question?
That is my question. Why?
Why? Why haven't I submitted a
Why don't you
jury?
submit
pencil
more
piece?
color pencil pieces? Probably because most of your color pencil ends up being commissioned.
They're commissions. And
Right.
I honestly have, okay, I'm going to give a very honest answer.
Well, you have your buffalo you're working on, so that'll be good.
So here's the thing. This is going to sound so arrogant.
I know.
I'm going to apologize ahead of time.
I live with this.
No, so here's the deal. And it's the truth. The last couple pencil drawings I did do, my own, for myself, that weren't commissioned, sold before they were finished.
Okay.
So I'm not able to get them to a show.
I don't think your audience would probably mind, or your clients, if you said, can I submit this?
No, they probably wouldn't. And at the time, I didn't do that. And maybe I will in the future. Maybe I'll be like, I did ask Alyssa. I said I might hang on to this and put it in some shows to see if I can
Right.
win an award for the Buffalo. And she's been so patient. Thank you, Alyssa, for your patience, because I have drawn Mark.
Oh, have you drawn
and-
me? Oh, okay. I thought she was asking me if I have drawn. You don't want that.
I can draw a fox too, Stephen. So I will look into that.
Oh my gosh, your mom's.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom. Anyway, Alyssa, thank you for your patience on the Buffalo. I've just been so slammed with so many things going on that I haven't had a lot of time to work on it. But when I do, I would like to hold on to that. Daisy's doing some stuff in the background. She shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
would like to hold on to that so that I can actually submit it and see if I can win an award for a pencil piece. You're right. I did submit for the graphite self-portrait when I did win for that.
Yeah, that was amazing. I
Yeah,
like that one.
I did win for that. But that's the reason most of my pencil work ends up being commission work, and that's theirs. So I have to give it to them when it's done. I'm on a timeline, and they get their piece, and I'm not able to submit that stuff. You can't submit a print or anything. The little fawn doesn't seem typical of your work. Which one, Kim? The little baby deer? Yeah, that's because no, you know what that's for? Those are beginner watercolor classes for people to paint. So I keep them simple. They're still cute and fun and a little bit challenging. We do a lot of wet and wet techniques. I don't want to draw him. We do, and that's just to teach people. So I do these little baby animal series so that people can learn with me how to do watercolor to get them started. So those aren't going to be serious, I'll say serious pieces. Where the 2 old men that I just recently did were way, way more involved and took a lot more time. So, yeah, it's just a matter of time. I just don't have enough time to work on a piece and be able to submit it to a gallery or a show. That's it. I have so many ideas. I've got pieces coming this winter. I'm so excited to share with all of you guys that I'm going to try some new techniques with and stuff. And I've got this colored pencil workshop coming up September 12th. Mark's going to be home alone for a week with the boy. You got this.
Nobody needs to know that. That's...
With the boy and...
Now I gotta lock the doors.
And
she normally defends me, and now
I'm usually there for him. I got the baseball bat. Anyway, yeah, and the dog. So yeah, he's going to be holding down the fort, and I will be off learning new stuff. So I'm very excited about what I'm going to be doing. So I'm hoping that I will be able to submit something in the future. So I've got 2 questions for you now. I'm going to piggyback off of that one, and then I have another question for you. But I think I know the answer to my second question. So.
I have another. Yeah,
Hi, Wilbur. My doggies
too.
say hello back. Oh, the 3-legged lab. What happened? Okay, so my question to you is, one moment, because it just left my brain. Oh, why are you so, okay, so Mark almost gets upset when I do watercolor. Sort of, right? Would that be a fair assessment?
Wow, we're back to watercolor. Okay, so I feel
why you feel this way.
that you're so good at colored pencil, and it's like amazing. It blows me away. Even when you do graphite, just black and white, it blows me away.
Hi, everyone.
Oh wait. All right. So when you do watercolor, because you're still learning it, I feel like it's, and obviously some of your pieces have done well and have sold, so it's not anything. I'm just saying it's not as good. Not that it's not good, it's just not as good. So
that was my question. Like, why not do the colored pencil as well as the water? Like I feel like, I know the whole family is watching. I feel like you're kind of against it completely. Hi.
I'm against it completely. No, not against it completely. I just feel like it's, when you put it next to your other work, it's not as good. So I feel like if that's someone's first impression of your pieces, just like I said in the last video, how it would be good to take your old work down off your website. Yeah. Fortunately, it recently sold, which was good.
Right. Hey, I gotta get over there and give her my stuff.
So,
hold on.
So yeah, I feel like from a marketing perspective, you always want to have your absolute best work out there.
Sure.
So
I would agree. I would agree with that. Okay. Did you have another question, Mark? You said you had a second.
Oh, I have the second question, but I have like harder questions, but I'll save those for a rainy day.
You could ask me a hard question. That last one was kind of lame.
It was kind of lame. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Who cares? Yeah, give me
What do
something.
you look for in another artist's work
Mhm.
that makes you want to buy their pieces?
Mm.
Told you.
This
Yeah.
is-
See?
It's not so much hard. That is just a loaded question.
Loaded.
Wait,
Was it art that drew us together?
No, Kim,
No.
he doesn't draw
No.
at all.
Yeah. It's funny.
he drew a cute one.
But he's very creative. He was a programmer. He's now a manager at Fidelis Centene,
Any program.
and he was extremely. He's very creative when he programs. So it's a different art form, I would say, programming.
Nice, you would appreciate that.
Programming
We're a
sucks.
bunch of nerds.
Anyway, yeah, we're in the wrong crowd for that. But anyway, no, he doesn't do any art.
Sean LeMay.
Hi, Sean.
Sean, how
How are you? Okay, so what do I look for in another artist's piece that draws me to it? I'm gonna try to think of one recently that I bought. Oh, I bought a piece of Jody's. It really comes down to the subject. Like I want to understand what's going on. I love a little bit of a story in a piece of artwork. Like we'll take Kathleen, for example, right? We both really loved her piece Vanity. So that, like if you look at that piece, like I would have loved to
We
buy
can't
that.
afford Vanity.
No, and it's
that's
gone.
the case. Yeah.
But I just love the story behind it. It catches you and it makes you stop and pause and really think about it. So there's the story, but then immediately after that is color for me. And I love like intensity, intense color. And I love realism. Although I'm kind of all over because we bought those art pieces for up in our
Mhm.
bedroom. And I do love those. And those are actually very simple. But did you notice the backgrounds have the nice bold colors on them? So I think it probably comes down more to color than anything. Color is a very strong driver for me. And that's it. That wasn't too hard. That was pretty simple. Anybody out there have some questions for us?
I do.
Oh, Parker's in a question.
Yes, Robin. Yes, you have Solitary Soul. I'm so glad that you got that. I love when a couple of my art pieces are together in a home. I get really weird about that. Like I feel like yeah, I do. Like I'm like, oh, they're going together. Like they, I don't know each other or something.
Look at this kid. Is he our kid or what?
Yeah, right. Look at this combination.
Yeah. Nothing resemblance there.
I look for. Kim says she looks for sediment in buying art.
Sentiment.
Oh, sentiment. Sorry.
Look at my art dirty.
I'm like sediment. I read it wrong. I'm sorry, Kim. And the right colors. Right, color is a strong thing for me. Robin, what did drive you to buy Solitary Soul? Was it perhaps the story, or maybe something different? Maybe something a little more personal for you? Oh, now the whole family
the whole
is
family
on.
really is
My
on.
whole
That's hilarious.
entire family is
Can I
on.
ask you a question?
You wanna ask a
Well, we're
question?
gonna wrap up. I don't want to keep everybody too long. So
Thank you for joining us on Labor Day.
yes, it's awesome, you guys. I'm just waiting to see.
There
There's
must
a
be
little
really
bit.
nothing on TV.
We're going to be competing with the new season soon, so we're going to have
Okay,
to like
good.
up
Wait,
our
new
game.
season of what?
Like TV new season's going to be on soon.
We'll
it might have
have
even already started.
Stuff my husband asked with paintball guns.
Kim asked favorite famous artists.
Ooh.
Mine is Van Gogh. He will always be my favorite.
Mine is hang on, I'm trying to remember now. John James Audubon, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Like these drawings of birds?
Yeah.
I do too,
I
Parker.
like John James
That's very
Audubon.
interesting. How about you, hon? Oh, I know. Dolly.
I've always liked Dolly.
Dolly.
Yep. And I've liked what's his name? Escher.
Escher. I forgot about him. Yes, he is amazing. He was actually like an engineer.
Mhm.
Something. And
Mathematician.
so they didn't really feel like he was a real artist.
Oh, hi Katie. Love you
Hi,
too.
Kate. Love you too. Guys, throw down here in the comments who your favorite artists are. I would love
Of
to know.
course you.
No.
I should have said that
No,
the first
no. Yeah,
Aw.
right.
My first time.
He's
My very favorite artist.
He's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start flipping the couch now.
Yeah, guess where you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's
Can we start testing?
Yeah, let me know who your favorite artist is. I'm just going to give it another minute or two because there is a lag, and so I don't always get your questions or comments right
I
away.
like how you blurted it out.
What?
The title.
The title of the video.
Yeah. So we'll just give it another minute. But guys, we really appreciate you jumping on here. It's so fun. It's so fun when we get the responses, the questions, the comments from you.
Karate chops from Parker.
Karate chops from Parker. It makes it worth it. So, of course, you,
Aw.
Katie, said, I pay her well
Yes,
to
you
say
do.
that.
So nice.
Yeah, we love you too. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Kim.
All right.
All right, I think we're going to jump off. And Robin said, the story and his eyes stayed with me after I first saw it. Kept coming back and couldn't get him off my mind. That's awesome. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you telling me that. Yeah, his eyes, that's what kind of drew me in with him. I just had to paint him.
You should make a drawing of like a hamburger or something.
Maurice Utrillo.
That's not good.
What?
Nothing. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Mark, what did I tell
There's a
you
horrible
about
joke.
my life?
Never mind. Sorry.
He's supposed to behave
I'm
himself.
not. Yeah. It's not.
Don't
Okay.
listen to him. Maurice Utrillo. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to check them out.
Judy Collins. Look at that.
Yeah, hi Judy. I'm going to check out Maurice when we are done here and see what's going on with that. That's exciting. I like most famous artists are a little kooky.
A little, yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not that kooky. At
Cookie,
least
like the Adams Family cookie.
I don't show that to my friends on Facebook. They only get the serious Nikki. And on that note, we're gonna go. Bye.